Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today we have our second video with Enel. This time we have a long video where we have 3 games against the same Sabo player. This player was really nice and he was playing really interesting list of Sabo, and I had a lot of fun playing against him. So you just get a full video of just slamming our head against a Sabo player. Honestly, playing against this player makes me want to try a Sabo, so I'm looking forward to when we get to that part of our OP05 showcase. But anyways, hope you enjoyed these 3 games of Enel. If you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. Enjoy the games. In this match, we're going against Sabo. Do I want to go second or do I want to go first? I still haven't really decided that. I think I'm going to go second because we do have the Shura and we have the Ohms. Unfortunately, we don't get either one of them, so I think I'm going to mulligan, and we still don't get either one of them. Okay, we get the Shura. All right. So we get the Shura. And, oh, yeah, this is not great, right? Because I have to just pick the Holly. I have to just pick the Holly here. I mean, I guess it's nice if I get an Ohm, because I have the Holly already guaranteed in my hand. But if I don't get an Ohm, then this kind of feels bad. I'll take this first damage, just in case that it was an Ohm. It wasn't an Ohm. Opponent gets Sanji. Let's go 5. Honestly, I might just play my own Sanji here and just have a blocker. Now, I haven't played against too many Sabos. So I actually don't know. Okay, like he keeps anything with 5 power or more like alive, right? So he can keep something with 5k power or more alive. In this case, the Borsalino. They're gonna attack here for the 7. We'll take it and we'll say okay. The opponent has 2 lives, so it makes our Yamato a lot worse. But it does make our El Thor better now. We can play Gedatsu and just pop yeah, we can just go like this, right? Just pop that. And down to attack. I guess... No, opponent has the Dawn on it, right? So this doesn't matter. They're just going to keep that alive. Yeah, they're just going to keep that alive. I just realized that. This has more than 6k. So they have the 1 Dawn open. Yeah, I wasted that Dawn for no reason. I probably would have really nice... It would have been really nice to use El Thor. Would have been really nice to use El Thor, I'm not gonna lie. We do have this Enel next turn, so that would have been nice. That's gonna be nice. We do have quite a bit of counter, so that kind of helps a little bit. They get for their Sabo. So now they can easily attack with this Borsalino and still have another blocker on the field. And maybe that's what they go for. They have to put a Dawn on the Sabo to get his effect off. So they can go like 7 and 6 if they want to. I haven't looked into Sabo at all, so like I actually have no idea what the heck this card is doing, to be honest. Let's go like this. I don't want to go down to 1 life just yet. The Thunderbolt doesn't pop either one of these. We can go for Enel, maybe. Like maybe we go for 6 here. Opponent can counter out of this. Debating if I need to keep the El Thor. Opponent's gonna give me the 2k. I wanted to take the life or keep giving me 2ks. Or if they block, I can just play Enel and just drop it down and try to attack that same blocker again. It's gonna eat up at least another 2k counter. We can kill the Sabo with the Thunderbolt, but it is risky. Okay, so the opponent went ahead and just did it on the Sabo. Yeah, so we'll go like this and attack the Sabo now. He's gonna eat up a Borsalino block plus a 2k counter. No, they're just gonna give me the Sabo like that. That makes me feel really nice then, right? Think I'm cool taking that. I think at this point we can say that we're probably not gonna get Ohm, so I think I'm down to throw away the Satori and the Holly, of course. They go for a minus 4k with the Fire Fist. They're gonna go Luffy. So this doesn't work anymore, right? Because the opponent has a Luffy on the field. So this doesn't work anymore because the opponent has a Luffy in the field. So the Enel is going to die no matter what. Opponent has the one down there. We say, sure. I mean, I can't do anything about it. If you get me down to 1 life, that's what I want. So I can enable the Yamato. Yeah, opponent says, no, sir. I'm not going to let you do that. So they don't want to let me get the Yamato. I wonder if I just Thunderbolt. Like, honestly, right? We can just go Thunderbolt here. So Thunderbolt, keep the 2 for the El Thor, just in case that we need to survive. That's still listening with 3 sits down. We can play Gedatsu and still play 1 more down on NL. Yeah, let's go like this. Let's go sits. I want to see if the opponent gives me the Borsalino blocker. No? Okay. I mean, it's obvious that they can just block here with Borsalino, right? So maybe actually... So maybe we go... Instead of playing Gedatsu, we go like this. Forcing to go down to just 1 life, add to 0 life. If you want to give me the block, you're going to lose that Borsalino. I think I'm down to take them down to just 1 life. Okay. If they're going to give me the Borsalino, I guess that's not true. Wait. Guys, I don't know how to play. I don't know how to play against this. I keep forgetting about this freaking Sabo ability. So they have the Borsalino anyways. That's our own that we've been looking for. I literally been saying this whole game, okay, Sabo can save that Setsuke. Sabo can save that Setsuke. And I just went for like a big attack for no reason. Now, even if the opponent doesn't attack my life here, we do have the Yamato next turn. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb sometimes. I don't know why you guys watch me. I'm guessing the opponent maybe has like a rusher. I'm okay with them taking this last life. I think I'm down to kind of clean up my hand a little bit. If they go after the Gedatsu, that's an easy 1k. Like, if you want to go after this Gedatsu, like, I'm guessing they have another rusher. Is kind of what they're telegraphing. I'll take this one. Oh, there we go. Let's go here first. Go bye-bye. And, yeah, let's trash the Holly and we get the life. And now the opponent only has the rusher and we have 2 El Thors. That's why it's always risky to attack into an L. Because, I mean, we have Thunderbolts, we have other triggers that we can play. Okay, our misplay, we got rewarded by the game. Because our misplay didn't matter. We still got the Borsalino out of the field. Opponent still has 7 cards. The Rush Sorrow is cute, but we have double our toll here. If you only go for sits, this is an easy 2k counter, I think. Like, if they only go for sits, I don't think I actually go for El Thor just yet. I guess, honestly, we should probably use 1 El Thor because we know... Yeah, I'm going to use the El Thor because I know I'm going to just use... yeah, I'm just going to go here. Because I know I'm going to probably use this Yamato next turn, right? Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to use Yamato next turn. So I think going for El Thor is fine. Problem is that if I use Yamato, my attacks here don't do anything. Like, my attacks here don't do anything. But I need to have Yamato because I need to be able to play against another rusher. But the opponent then has the Borsalino plus all these attacks. I think we go like this. Have them use the 2k or the block here. If they go for the block, they can use a 1k without having to use the Sabo ability. They take the life. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go like this. Yeah, I'm just gonna go like this. Choose no target. Just get that extra life. And just have this big 9k attacker from next turn. I'm guessing the opponent has more Soros or more Luffys. I'm gonna rely on at least one of my 2 lives being a trigger. But I have technically 3 life right now because the opponent has to get through the Enel ability. And I also still have El Thor open. So the opponent kind of has a hard time here getting through this. The good thing is that while they can save the Borsalino, they cannot block with Borsalino twice, right? So as soon as they commit the block with the Borsalino, we can just attack with like another unit. So I think if we survive this turn, we do have the Dawn to be able to just finish the opponent. Again, this is some of my first games with Enel, and definitely my first game against Sabo. So still getting used to these new abilities from OP. Okay, so they're gonna go -3 on the Gedatsu. I mean, if they focus on Gedatsu instead of my life, I'm also okay with it. That's why that's one less 2k that we have to worry about. Like, if you're not confident that you can kill us here this turn, then taking away this 2k is a problem for you. But yeah, so I still have to get used to all these new OP05 leader abilities, like the misplay that we just made. Oh wow, they actually are not gonna attack into us. How crazy is it for me to save this Gedatsu? Can we kill the Netstone? Are we 100% sure that we can kill the Netstone? Or do I want them to use their Dawn here? I think let's play it safe. Let's play it safe. I think I have all the control in the world in this game. Like, you can go for your Sabo, so you have 2 blockers. I guess technically... they throw away another Sabo, which is the Revolutionary Sabo, and they also throw away a Sanji. So they have a lot of rushers, right? So that's all they're doing then. They just have a bunch of rushers. Let's put the 1k here. Let's put this 1k here. Opponent's gonna look to try to kill me next turn. I do have this blocker now, which is nice. So that's going to be 3-4 for El Thor. That leaves me with 6 Dawn to play with. Opponent's going to have 2 blockers. And one of them... oh, wait. Opponent has no Dawn on the Sabo, so their blockers cannot survive. So then the opponent's just going to have 4 attacks and whatever other rushers they have. So 4 Dawn for our blocker and El Thor. That leaves me with 6 Dawn. So we can go 9, 10, 10. So let's go 10 here first. Opponent didn't put a Dawn on their Sabo, so they cannot keep either blockers alive, which means it's 1 less attack that we have to worry about next turn. Now, both of my cards here are really good, so it kind of sucks. Kind of sucks having to discard one of those, right, for the Enel ability. Give me the Borsalino. That's what? That's their second Sabo and their second Borsalino that's about to die. I guess I could technically counter out of this 2k, 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 but that's going to be their whole hand. Okay. So they decided to keep their Borsalino blocker alive. So now they need to find a way to kill this Brulee. That was Otama number 3 and Sanji number 2. I need to be careful, right? Like, not countering these guys out could be problematic. Why don't we just give the blocker right now? I think we give the blocker right now so that we play around potentially the opponent having the way to kill the blocker. The downside with that is that it now puts our Yamato vulnerable. Okay. Oh, that's a beautiful card for us to draw. Because now we can just trash the Linlin with the Enel ability. Of course, I have to be a little bit careful because the opponent still has potentially a rusher, like a Rush Luffy, in their hand. They can also still attack with Borsalino. Again, the fact that they only have 1 blocker and we have 2 attackers gives us a lot of wiggle room. We haven't drawn a second Yamato, unfortunately, but at this point, I don't think that we need her. Opponent has 2 cards left, which makes our attacks a little bit easier as well next turn with the Dawn commitment. Like, it makes the math a lot easier. Now, if the opponent finds another blocker, then that's going to be a problem. All right, so opponent goes for 7 here. After that, they can go for 11. We can get up to 9. Well, I guess we have the life, right? We have the life, so the opponent cannot just go for 11. Yeah, we just take this, right? Do I want to play the Shura? I guess we get a card anyways, right? We get a card anyways from Shura. Yeah, we get a card anyways here. We can even pick the Enel. So think about it. Opponent has... I don't think opponent has enough. Not with my 2K. Even if they have the Luffy, we have the El Thor, and we have a life. So yeah, I'm going to pick this Enel. And I'm going to trash this and just get that extra life. So even if the opponent has the Rush Luffy, they're going to have to rest the Borsalino. We have a 2K and a 4K. So if they split the Dawn, we can just block one of them with both of these and take the other one, right? So we can take one attack and split the other one. If the opponent rests their Borsalino, then they definitely have no way to kill us, to survive next turn. And this is the problem with Enel. Like, it's so hard for you to find that opportunity to just get through it. I think I take this. So this is 9, right? And we have 11. Yeah, so I think I just take this. I'm not gonna show it to them. I want the opponent to use all their Dawn here. Yeah, I want the opponent to show me all their Dawn here. So then we just go here and go here. And then the opponent loses next turn. Because I feel like if I actually let the Brulee come down, that it could actually be a chance that the opponent could have just summon a blocker and not attack, right? So I wanted them to actually go all in for it. We get the Ohm, but we don't get the Shura this time. Opponent gets their Bello Betty. Let's see how this rematch goes. Oh, we do get the Shura. Nice, 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 nice. We don't get the Holly. We have to pick Enel. Nothing else here can be picked. Kind of sucks seeing that Bege in my draw. You always want to see the Bege in your life. Do I take this? I'm gonna give them the 1K. I think I want to be careful not to take too much life because opponent's gonna have stuff like this. They cannot attack with Zoro here, because if they attack with Zoro, I just kill Zoro next turn, right? We can even do it with the Gedatsu now. I mean, I just kill Zoro. I guess opponent could technically save it. There's nothing else that I want to do here. I could play the Ohm, but then I think I wanna get rid of the Zoro now. I want to get rid of the Zoro right now, while the opponent has no Dawn to protect it. We can have Gedatsu, which lets us kill like a 4-drop that the opponent might have. Let's give them another 1K. I know that the opponent's playing a lot of rushes, as we saw last game. The Hina. That's an interesting one. That's a very interesting one, huh? It's a great blocker for them. We could Thunderbolt it. Just Thunderbolt that. We lose a Gedatsu. I think I'm gonna go for my Ohm. See, we get the Holly. We don't get the Holly. And we see our Yamato as well. That's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, so not getting the Holly is a problem, but I think I had no better... I guess I could have played the Sanji and just got in the blocker. I am kind of getting low. I am getting low on cards, so maybe actually keeping the Sanji was correct. I do want to get them down to 2 lives so that we can have the El Thor open for us. This hand looks a lot worse than last game. A lot worse than last game. That's 3 Brulees that I wish were in my life. Opponent gets the Borsalino. For some reason, they choose not to attack with the Zoro. So they choose not to attack with the Zoro. I think I like just putting this Borsalino to the bottom. And just go like this. Attack 5 twice. The Borsalino would have been nice to refresh my life, especially because we don't have the Yamato. This is such a cool version of Sabo, actually, right? Because they have so many blockers. The opponent went down to 2, so our El Thor is enabled. I think I'm just going to try to put pressure at this point. The problem is that the opponent can easily have Sabo. The Sabo is better than the Borsalino, though, because the Borsalino doesn't die to, like, abilities. We know the last card in their life. We have this big AK body now, which is great. We know that the opponent plays Fire Fist, so once we attack with this Katakuri, it's going to be a problem. Yeah, opponents... Okay, also the Koala, right? The Koala is also a nice way to do it. Gedatsu lets me kill their Koala, and then I guess have one less attacker that I have to worry about. Can also just kill this Sanji now. Okay, not this Sanji, sorry, this Luffy. Oh, never mind. The opponent got the Sabo out of it. I was gonna say we can stop the Luffy, but the opponent got Sabo out of it, so I guess we cannot. We get the Yamato, which is not doing a lot for us. Interesting. Interesting. Sanji's 4, El Thor is 5, Talisman 5 don't open. So we can go 9 and 9. Opponent's gonna look to kill this Katakuri next turn. Interesting. Yeah, opponent's gonna look to kill the Katakuri next turn. We won't be able to kill the Luffy just yet. Opponent goes down to 1 life, so the Gedatsu and the Yamato are a little bit worse. They can save the Sabo here. No, they don't have any. They don't have any things on the Sabo, right? So we can just go 9 again. They don't have any Dawn, so they cannot actually save this Sabo if they block with it, unless they have 2 2K counters, which they easily could have. They have 6 cards. They take the life. They take the life. We'll go here. They're gonna have a Borsalino blocker and a Sabo blocker. We have El Thor and we have a 1K, but that's it. This Katakuri is definitely gonna die this turn. Now the opponent has a lot of like non-counter cards. Yeah, that's the Fire Fist. That's what I expected. I expected the Fire Fist to bring the Katakuri low enough so that the opponent can just kill it. I think I just say okay. Might have to just trash this Enel. I have to be worried about the Luffy, so if I go down to 0 life, the Luffy is going to be a problem here. They haven't played any Rested Dawn. They haven't played any cards, so they can't even use the Rested Dawn ability here. Do I want to trash a card from my hand to play this? I guess one single unit is not enough to get through Lito. So I might need to have both units on the field. The problem is that I need to trash another card here. Because the problem is that the opponent's gonna have the Borsalino blocker, right? So the opponent is gonna have the Borsalino blocker. Maybe they try to go for the attack here. If they rest, like they have to play Borsalino, right? There's no way about it. Because otherwise I will attack. And I also have the Sanji blocker still as well, kind of punishing them more or less. Yeah, so that's going to be the Borsalino that's coming down. So opponent gets to play Borsalino here. And have 2 blockers still. Yep. Oh, it's going to be Hina. Hina. Huh. This is so problematic. Because I feel like I need the Yamato to survive. But I think opponent just has the wall on us, right? Opponent has the wall of blockers on us, and we know they have a Borsalino, so they get another blocker. So they literally get to keep one of these blockers alive because of the Sabo ability, and they get to also have the Borsalino come down next time. I guess at this point, honestly, we might just be playing for Thunderbolt triggers. That's the only way that I see myself winning this, is getting that Thunderbolt trigger. Opponent can just block for free. I want to see if they give me a car by mistake. I don't know. It's not gonna matter much. We have to have Yamato and El Thor, right? They actually gave me the Borsalino. Wow. I wonder if they do it again. I wonder if they do it again. Okay, there you go. There we go. Yeah. I mean, I was never. I mean, I'm surprised that you gave it to us to begin with, right? So again, at this time we're looking for a Thunderbolt, right? We're looking for a Thunderbolt. The opponent has. It kind of feels like I'm going against a kid. It feels like I'm going against a kid player who just gets to 0 life and just has the 8-drop kid and has a bunch of blockers, etc. That's how it feels to go against this this guy right now. It kind of sucks using this on a. Oh, okay, that's not a Thunderbolt. That's not a Thunderbolt. I do need to play around the Luffy, right? So that's why I'm thinking that I want to use this blocker. He also was a non-counter card, so it's gonna give my opponent a lot of information. And if they get a third blocker, then I'm kind of just screwed here. I actually like looking at this makes me excited to try out Sabo. Like this is a very fun list that the opponent's playing. Yeah, because at this point, like, it's not difficult at all for them to do their stuff. Ooh. Let's go here. And let's trash the Enel. That's good, by the way, because it means that the opponent is less likely to put a Dawn on the Sabo. And maybe that buys us the time that we need. I think you always want to make sure you have a Dawn on that Sabo, though, even if you're not attacking with him this turn. No, not Thunderbolt. Not Thunderbolt. Yeah, El Thor does nothing. Maybe you should have, like... The problem is that it's so hard to, like... Yeah, so, let's block this one. Force the opponent to have to rest their Hina if they want to attack into us. Because this is dangerous now. The opponent needs to have another blocker. If the opponent's not careful, we have 3 attacks next turn. I'm okay going down to 0 life. If you attack... If you attack with this Hina... You cannot attack with this Hina, right? So we have to attack with Satori first every time because of the Hina being on the field. Opponent just lost 1 blocker. They cannot attack with Sabo. This has to be incorrect. This has to be incorrect. So what the opponent is looking to do here... So this can get... So... We have to counter this because then otherwise the opponent can just go... I guess 6, that's going to be 9. That's going to be exactly 9. If the opponent has the Luffy, they can play Luffy 6, 7, 8, 9. No matter what, they have the 9. If they have the Luffy, though, they can just attack with Luffy for 6. And then attack with this Luffy for another 6. And we lose no matter what. Okay, so we can survive the 10k attack. If the opponent goes exactly for 10 here. Okay. So this is the one that we cannot survive. If they split it. Oh, they lost. They lost. They just threw. If they win 6 and 6, they win the game. If they actually win 6 and 6, they win the game. You had it, my friend. You had it. You had it. if they went 6 and 6, they would have won the game. I took the risk by not blocking here, right? So I took the risk by not using it on this one. I'll give it a rematch. I think this matchup has been very fun. So we might as well just finish up with the triple Sabo games. I think they had it. That's so sad. As much as I like this hand because of the Shura, this Bege, I do not want to see them in my hand. And our hand now becomes a lot worse, unfortunately. But I just didn't want to see two Bege in my hand. Did not seem fun to me. Yeah, like that did not seem fun to me. Okay, well, well, I guess we ended with the double Bege in my hand anyways. Don't attack with the Zoro. Don't make the same mistake. I will kill that Zoro. I will kill that Zoro if you attack with him. Yeah, I think opponent realized the mistake they made last time, so now they don't want to do it. I don't even want to give them life. What if I don't attack their life? What if I just keep them at 4 life and just make it so that I can just like slowly kill them later? Oh no, did we just whiff? No, okay, we got El Thor. I'm gonna play this time around kind of like a different approach where I just don't attack into their life and I just try to clear their units every single turn. I should have played the Ohm, to be honest. I'm not gonna give you the resources here. I should have played that Ohm so that we can have an additional unit to attack with here. Borsalino, all right. Opponent could just save it with the Sabo. Let's just eat up their card right here. Opponent can save it with the Sabo, or they can go ahead and just block with the Borsalino and do a 1k. This is at 5 now. We can technically get up to 6. But that would still easily get punished. I need to play this Ohm at some point. Like, I need to try to high roll the Holy. I didn't get the Holy, but I needed to try to high roll the Holy. I think I needed to have the Holy. I also don't have my Gedatsu. The one time that I'm playing this differently, I don't get my Gedatsu. But we can try to set it up with like this Katakuri and stuff like that. The 2K counter I think is gonna be a little bit more valuable in my hand anyways. I don't mind using this El Thor early, to be honest. Ooh. Ooh. Ay, ay, ay. Let's go like this. I think because I'm taking this a lot slower, I think I actually want to have the 2 Yamatos. I might regret that. I might regret that later. But I think it's actually worth it. You have another blocker? They do have the Sabo blocker. Okay, so they get to fix their hand a little bit. We're only at 7, so we don't have anything that we can play. We can just put a lot of done in our stuff and just take value trades. As long as they have a unit that I can attack, so I don't have to attack into their life, this kind of works for us. Yeah, so that we can go for 8. And might just go for 8 again on the Ohm. Okay. So actually, I'm just going to go for 10. I'm just going to go for 10, for 11, sorry. Forcing to either lose the Zoro or lose one of their blockers. They choose to lose the Zoro. This still doesn't get killed by Yamato, but what we can do is bounce the Borsalino to the bottom of their life and then kill the Sabo with the Yamato, unless the opponent gets a second one. Now, they are going to go for a 6k attack, which we can easily 2k out of it. If they rest their blockers, they give me things to attack into, which again is what I'm looking for. They're just going to go ahead and kill this Ohm. Ooh, that's a nice card. That's a nice card that we haven't had to play around so far. I like this. I like this here. And again, we don't want to attack, so I'm just going to pass. I'm gonna just play super slow and just try to get rid of their board this time around, instead of what we doing the past 3 games where we had to like run into this wall of blockers. Because I think the opponent's gonna run out of aggression sooner rather than later. We can now go Yamato and kill their kill like any of their units, right? Have to be careful with the rushers though. Have to be careful with the rushers. Now, if they have a second Sabo, that's when it gets a little bit scary. And obviously the opponent does have the Sabo ability to keep the Yamato target alive. It's just a 6k, so I can 2k that. Because the opponent has rushers, I don't want to take the last life just yet. I want them to have to actually spend their Dawn to do it. El Thor is still a 2k counter. It's not a 4k, but at least it's a 2k. Opponent gets a Borsalino. The Sanji is a problem. The Sanji is actually a problem. Yikes. Oh man. The Sanji sucks. Let's go like this. Let's go like this, and let's go 9 into the Sabo. This is gonna force 2 cards out of their hand. I guess not. They can. What am I thinking? Again, they just have the Sabo ability, right? So resting this Katakuri does nothing because now the opponent can kill it with a Fire Fist. Again, same mistake I did. Same mistake I did like that one game, right? I do like killing the Sanji though. I don't want to deal with that Sanji getting in their life. And I think I want to play this a little bit different. I'm kind of just giving this a shot and see if this strategy works a little bit better. It did allow the opponent to be able to just play that Sabo now, which is a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, because now they can just kill this. Yeah, like, if I didn't rest this, I would have this attacker still on the field. Sure, I mean, at this point, I have to let it go because I messed up. Now, they are running low on resources, right? Compared to the other few games where they had a ton of cards. And that's kind of what I was looking to do. I'm down to take this one. And then we have Yamato again. And I guess we can pop... This is set, so we can actually pop, like, their Sabo, I guess. Or is it just this? So we can also go Gedatsu now. I still think it has to be Yamato though, right? I think it still has to be Yamato. What we can do is that we can go for 9 here. If the opponent just presses OK and just takes that attack, what am I doing then? I think we start here. Force the block or force him to just use the Sabo ability right now. Okay. So they use the Sabo ability right now, right? Which means that now we can go like this and kill one of their blockers. Because they cannot save it anymore. So, is it a blocker or do we want to kill these Sabos? This is at 6k, so we can still... Yeah, let's go like this. And attack here. Opponent has to spend a card from their hand. Regardless whether they block with Borsalino or not, they have to spend a card with their hand, right? Now, this is our second Yamato, so at some point, we're not going to have any more Yamatos. Give me the card from your hand. All right, they gave me a 2k counter, which was a Sanji. And we're back to kind of square one, because, I mean, they can easily kill this Yamato, right? They can easily kill my second Yamato. I mean, we have this Gedatsu, and the opponent has 5 life, but the problem is that there's nothing that we can target with Gedatsu. So maybe it was actually better to target the Sabo. Because we can actually... Yeah, it should have been the Sabo, right? We should have targeted the Sabo. Do I want to go to... Ah, beautiful. I'm safe. I was like, do I want to go down to 1 life? Right? Do I want to go down to 1 life? and potentially be in a tough situation. Opponent could have the Luffy. Opponent could have the Luffy, and they want to be able to go through my blockers. So the opponent could have the Luffy there, so I don't think it's correct for us to have a counter that. Yeah, here we can go for a 1k. It does mean that the opponent doesn't have to attack here. Alright, so if they have the Luffy now, the Luffy is going for 7, which we can counter out of. So I think I want to take this, use the trigger. Let's trash the Thunderbolt. We get the Katakuri, that's great. And we can trash El Thor. And then we can trash this guy. So even if the opponent has a Luffy now, we can just 2k, 2k. Oh, it's just a Sabo? Alright, so never mind. So they get to KO the Shirahoshi if they want to. We need to play Katakuri on one of these cards. We can also just Katakuri the Borsalino and just attack their units twice. I think I need the extra life though, right? I think I need the extra life. We actually allows us to attack with Sanji and then just put it. Okay, so this is nice, right? We can go sits. Yeah, I think I like this. Let's go 9 here. Opponent has 1 card, so there's no way for them to counter out of this. Okay. Then we go 6 here. Again, even if the opponent blocks with Borsalino, they will have to use the last card in their hand. And we can put, with the Katakuri, we can put the Sanji back to our life. You're not going to be able to save it. We still have another 6k attack and then a 9k attack to come with. Okay, they actually go ahead and try to save it. So now we can go like this. Go 6k here. 9k on the second Sabo. And then play Katakuri. And again, this is kind of the type of game that maybe we should be playing against this deck, right? Like now that I'm playing the matchup a little bit more, this is definitely going a lot better than the last 2 games did. Opponent's actually going to give me the Borsalino blocker, so now I even feel better just going like this. And bottom or top? Let's add it to the bottom. That way we know exactly what's in the bottom. It gives us the blocker plus the extra life. Opponent keeps both Sabos, but they only have 1 card left. We have a bunch of 2k counters. So I'm not scared of losing these Yamatos. Sure. Good thing we put it in the bottom, right? We get the information that we want. Alright, I still need to play around that Rush Luffy, alright? I still need to play around that Rush Luffy. So we can take the Sanji, discard the Satori. And we can actually put the Sanji back to our life again. At some point I need to start going after their life once I feel good enough. But like this feels bad. This feels really bad again for the opponent. Just because like their life is stuck here and they have already, we killed 1 Sanji and they already used another one to counter out. So there's no way for them to get access to their life. And it made our Yamato such good threats against them too. Which is something that I realized as I finished the second game that we played today. That like, I can just slowly play this, right? Like I didn't need to rush. I didn't need to like go super aggressive. I can just chill, right? I can just chill. So, we take this. If opponent has Luffy, they still have enough done for Luffy. Otherwise, they can also split this stuff. I don't want to use this blocker. I'm going to give them the 2k. I don't want to use this blocker just yet. If anything, we can always just put their Sabo back to their life. If we think that we don't need that extra life just yet. Like having the second Katakuri is just so good for us. And if we had a third Yamato, it would be even better. Like a third Yamato here will be like so nuts. An opponent has no more blockers. Now the Rush Luffy can no longer get through my blocker. So the Rush Luffy can no longer get to my blocker. They could technically kill one Yamato if I'm not careful, right? Because this can get 9, 11, 13. Yeah, they can kill the Yamato. So if they attack life here, I think I actually go ahead and take it so that we have a blocker to save Yamato with. Problem is that we'll be discarding 2 cards for us to do that. To be able to replay that Sanji. 7. Yeah, I think we use it. And I'm gonna give you both. I'm gonna give you all my 2Ks. Now, we could return Katakuri back to our life, by the way. If worse comes to worse, like if the opponent has a rusher here, we don't want to get to 0 life. Okay, it's just gonna be Sabo. They have to trash both cards. Woo! They still can attack with this other Sabo. And we just probably put that Sabo back to the bottom of their life, right? Is that true, actually? Like, if opponent blocks with it, they still lose the card, right? So I think we just clear their board. Putting this Sanji back doesn't do anything for us. I'm gonna take the block. I'm gonna take the block so I don't go to 0 life, right? So then here, again, these guys each have 7. We know that the opponent has no way to kind of like save this, right? So we can go here. They can save one of them with the Sabo ability, but that's about it. All right, so then we go for 8. Oh, we should have actually put the sits down here, right? Instead, we'll go here. Like this sucks. This really sucks for the opponent, right? Guess we'll go sits, right? We'll go sits so that the opponent cannot block with the Sabo for free. And then opponent's just sad. And now opponent's just sad now because they can kill one of my units, but now I just get to just slowly kill their board out. Now they will start getting all the resources, but we have 2 blockers in the bottom. Opponent has 2 more blockers on the discard. And at this point, it's just like, is the opponent gonna let us finish this soon? Or yeah, they can kill one of the Yamatos. Or they're gonna go for the Katakuri instead. Ooh, the Hina. It's kind of annoying, actually, having this Hina on the field. Because I have to be careful. There's actually a way that I lose this. There is legitimately a way for me to lose this. Because now the opponent's going to start getting the resources. And we have no ways to save our units. Opponent still has 5 life. I would feel a lot better here if I could get rid of that Hina. If I had another Yamato. When it has 2, the opponent's going to be getting like 2 cards every turn, while we only top decking 1 card at a time. I just don't want to attack with this Katakuri until I can like get rid of one of their units. We do have 2 lives, so there's no way for the opponent to kill us. But I want the opponent to attack into us. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. There we go. That, like, stuff like this is what I'm looking for, right? I'm looking to just get advantage from my triggers and my life, and the fact that I get the life back. The opponent gets the Rush Luffy. So the problem with this Rush Luffy now is that opponent actually gets to take me to 0 life. And we have no way to get myself back to 1 life. So I don't have... I just lose. Like, I actually just lose here. Yep. Huh. Okay, well, I get to... So I just lose next turn anyways, because the opponent's going to have the Sabo attack. Opponent has the Sabo attack. There's no way for us to stop this Luffy. We have no blockers. Yeah, opponent had it. Wow, all of that to just lose to the double Rush Luffy, huh? Like, taking it slow was smart. I guess if I just went all in last turn, I should have just gone all in last turn, right? Even if the opponent killed one of my Yamatos, the opponent would have been at 2 life. And then I would have been able to just finish them this turn. Especially after we got that trigger from life. There's no way for us to get there, right? This is only blocking 4. And we can only deal 4 damage. Yeah, no, I took too long. I took too long to finish it. And I didn't get another Yamato. If I had another Yamato here, this would be so clutch. Because we could like pop their Luffy, have the life, and be able to... I still probably would have lost, by the way, because... Yeah, but I mean... I don't know. I guess I took it too safe. I took it too safe last turn. I needed to just go all in. I was afraid of the opponent getting like some really high value cards. Like the rushers. But I needed to just do it because I know that opponent's going to be drawing 2 cards per turn if I'm only attacking 1 card at a time. So I needed to just do it so that I could settle for lethal this turn. If the opponent has the multiple blockers, then they have the blockers. It's just so hard because, again, you need to always have enough. It's like the same way that the opponent has a hard time dealing with Enel life ability. Because I need to have enough to get through their ability to keep the blocker alive. So that I like Sabo. I like Sabo. I'm looking forward to trying it out myself. But yeah, so here we go. We got to see some Enel games. So hope you enjoyed today's video of Enel versus Sabo. You got 3 games. If you like today's video, make sure to like it below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. Enjoy your day.